Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 12. Oh, I'm not jumping on the block of the AwACraft server. I hope everyone's doing well. Today, we're going to be working on Spawn again. Okay? I know we haven't done our own project for a while, like since last episode, but you know, uh, what's the name? This is a project I've been wanting to do for a while, actually. Um, in the last episode, we worked on quite a few things, a lot more than I actually thought. But anyways, so what we're gonna do here at Spawn, we're gonna do something different. So I've been using Lightmatica quite a lot recently, quite a lot to the point where it's just like I don't want to say it's demotivating, but I just don't feel like it, I'm not even speaking out my thoughts, if that makes sense. You know, I'm building in creative, and I would like to show you guys. Um, but with that being said, it I can't express my ideas and my thought process with you guys. So this episode we're going to definitely do it differently, and I'm going to try to figure out something else in the future to see how I can balance that out. But this little section here, it may go down that way a bit. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But definitely this little section, I'm gonna make this a Sniffer sanctuary. Now, my thought process on this is, ooh, I want to leave this here. This gave me an idea. Um, my thought process is, right? So let's draw it out. There's a pathway here where you can run up towards and take a left. You can't go right. Yeah, you can't go right. But if you take the left, you go down this pathway. Ooh, I like this. That's pretty. Um, what's in? And so there will be, and maybe there's a pathway. I don't know. We can figure it out. But there's gonna be a gradual slope, right? Let's get over here. From over here, there's gonna be a gradual slope, sloping into a like sharp peak, right? And then there's going to be sniffers down here. There's going to be pillars making it look like it's being held up the cliff here, right? And there's going to be sniffers all along here and into a small cave like deal. Super simple. I want to try to work with you guys on and try to break it down. But first step is I'm going to tear this all down real quick and then try to get out a frame going. Alright, so here's a little bit of a framework of what it could look like. Um, Having that gradual sort of slope. I might push these a little bit more that way just so it's not so flat here. Now I can also add a hump there, which I may also do. Let's actually go ahead and change this up a little bit and extend this lower layer out a bit. Um, I think this can turn out really nicely if we can just get that nice like sort of slope going on here. Um, and then from here, I'm gonna put in this top layer of grass, and then we're gonna have supports going from the ground up. And for those who are wondering, those are gonna be the most likely the building blocks for this build here, but I don't know if I'm using them. I don't know if I'm going to use all of them. I don't know if I'm going to be using them at all, depending on the item. It would just pretty much depend. But I have the blocks I would think I will use for this project. Yes. Alrighty. We got Addison running around with me here. But did a little bit more work. Did some digging over here. And got this shaped out a little bit more. So it's a little bit more of that peak like, but not even shaped out. I just have it filled in. Like I didn't change the shape of it. Anyways, I got that going, and then I'm working down here. I'm gonna actually touch up the top half first, get this all done and prettied up before we work down below. So I'm probably gonna add some little like moss blocks like this, you know, add some levitation to it, droop the sides a bit, you know, make it look overgrown. And then gonna, I suck with custom trees, but I'm gonna definitely go in a creative road with that and try to get some custom trees built up, get some ideas, and try to get some trees up. Try to make this area look a little bit more prettier. What do we think of it? Huh? I suck with custom trees. I will admit. I want to get better at them. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ever happy with them. Um but I wanted to add some trees here, and I think they look pretty decent at least, but I don't know how they truly would compare to other builders. Like, I'm not much of a tree person, and I love having hanging trees where the leaves are hanging, so that's what sucks. And if I try to build any other tree, it just looks weird to me, you know, if it doesn't have hanging leaves. So I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions on how I can get better with trees, let me know. But what's the name? I've worked on this a bit. This is pretty empty up here for now. I'm gonna definitely fill it up with grass and some some basic stuff. It's not gonna be anything magical looking. Down here is where it's gonna look magical. So I did decorate a little bit down here as well. I don't know what the last time you guys saw, but I added some stone pillars. So they look like little rocks sticking up. So I thought that was pretty neat. Um, oh, I also realized that like we got one on each end. That's pretty not cool. But got some moss hanging down the sides. Got some slabs up there. Man, that's not a bad idea actually. That with a bit of moss in the wall, possibly. Huh. Anyways, but I will worry about. No, let me finish. I'm gonna finish up the top half fully and add grass and everything else before I touch down here. So I just wanted to give you guys this little checkup, show you what I've been up to so far, and then gonna add some grass, make it look really nice up here, and it's just overgrown and overwhelming if anything. And that's the goal here. All right, what do we think of it? A little bit of overgrownness, looking little compact. I also realized I forgot to bone meal some of this grass, but yeah, looking pretty dense. That's a good thing. I'm wanting it pretty dense in here, so if you're in here, it just feels claustrophobic. And I think this is pulling it off. I don't get claustrophobic easily, or really at all. So like it's harder for me to tell if this is claustrophobic, but it does feel pretty packed. Um, but I'm happy with it. Got some mushrooms as you saw, some firefly bushes, so something can glow at night in here. I need to put some glow lichen. I should have grabbed some. I thought I did. Maybe I have some down in my shulkers there. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm pretty happy with it. No pathway, it's just all dense bushes. Oh, you still get particles because it's under the blocks, right? So I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see, I do have some glow lichen. Okay. I will probably put some in there to also hide or just make sure mobs don't spawn. Um, I gotta have a proper place to put these, but I'm gonna go ahead and hide some glow lichen up there, and then I'm gonna start working down here where the sniffers are gonna be. Alrighty, so I've gone this far so far. Yeah, where I've been. Oh man, come on. Where I've been trying to texture everything, the ground, the rocks, just try to give it texture. Keep in mind, I'm not doing this through Lightmatica, so I'm trying my best here. But I think it's coming out pretty well actually. It's been a while since I haven't used Lightmatica and built like, whoa, I haven't built like this before. With without Lightmatica. Um, like trying to put detailed stuff in it. If I don't know how to explain it, it's just I've never free-handed a build and have it look good. So I think this is looking pretty well for myself actually. And might get some more roots in the ceiling, more logs in the ceiling. I like both of these. I just want to spread out more. And then we're gonna do some tiny details like some bamboo, definitely some torch flowers and pitcher pods. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue finishing that up. I'm also gonna add moss carpets around the edge, probably like a 2 wide deal. Hopefully it won't be noticeable, but that's how we're gonna keep the uh sniffers in the sanctuary here. And so far I've gotten this much done. So I was gonna try to do some invisible like fences like with the moss carpets and stuff, but that wasn't working well. So I just went ahead and built these fences, and I guess it looks okay. It's just I don't know how else I should do these fences for them. So um but this is how I've decorated it, and now I'm about to do the redstone. I'm gonna have a minecart going back and forth under all these blocks to collect all the seeds and everything else they may pop out of the ground. Ooh, like this one. Now I can actually breed 2 more. Let's just do these 2. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to digging underneath and getting that going. And it's now fully finished. Almost. I want to do a couple of touch-ups. But, it's fully working. It's fully functional. It's, fully everything. And, what's the name? You might have just heard a dropper. I will show you guys here in a minute. But this is what we got going on. I'm gonna break some of this glow lichen now that I realize it. It's hard to notice without shaders, but with shaders, definitely noticeable. There we go. That might work. But this is what it looks like. Let me just slow down for you guys. Right. Oh, don't fly. There we are. And so I need to still put roots up in the top of it here. But then we also have, let me get out under here, a automatic storage system. Ooh, now we can breed more. So I've been trying to get more sniffer eggs, as you can tell, and just get more sniffers going. Because as I mentioned before, this is going to be a farm. And so we need even more sniffers. So if we look underneath here, we can see that there's a minecart that goes back and forth. There's a layer here and then drops down to here, goes all the way through to down here, and then finally it goes through down here into these line of hoppers that will then lead into a dropper there and goes all the way up into this chest. So now we got a functional farm. Not 100% production rate, but it's still pretty high, so it's good enough, and I'm happy with it. This episode has been really productive, so this is what I'm gonna call for the episode. So I hope you like the change of pace, having me talk out my thoughts, give you my thoughts on a build and so on. Maybe I can do more of these, and hopefully over time I can find a good balance between the jump cuts and actually talking about the build and how I'm planning it out. I know I used to kind of do that before, but I used to yap too much, for those who remember. So again, this is what the project looks like all the way around. Need to work on this area, which I'm just going to do overgrown sort of thing like this. But look at spawn. I'm not only happy with what I've done, but I'm happy with everyone else. Like, look at Ducky shop here, which I don't think is open yet. Nope. Addison, here we are. This is her enchantment shop. It looks amazing with shaders on. Look at this. Oh man, it looks amazing. She got the cafe up here done. That's my bedrock head. That's host's head. And then of course we got the animal barn over here. And then we have the potion shop. I'm happy with how not only spawn but the server is developing. Lag is online. He's doing something over he might be at his witch farm actually. Jerry is over at his base, I'm pretty sure. Host is off. I don't know where everyone is. But yeah, I'm happy with everyone on the server. I'm happy how things have been progressing. I will argue this season is probably my favorite season. It used to be season 1, but I've gotten to learn some things and I've gotten to know everyone a bit better. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.